So the man says the right things doesn't mean to say the man's good. But this girl is very deluded. Anyway, I'm gonna play her because my little one is moving around. So let me play the video.
To have the ideal thing to have in this whole life is you knowing who you are, knowing your mind, knowing how to deal with you, how to deal with yourself first, because you can't expect no one to know how to deal with you if you don't know how to deal with you. If you don't know, if you're suppressing emotions and holding on to a lot of guilt and anger inside, you know what I'm saying, and not developing a healthy relationship with you and how to do the shadow work. That's what we call it in the spiritual community, right? But basically just getting in tune with self, getting in tune with your emotions, and getting deep.
A lot of people use this shadow work thing like it's like it's easy, like it's an easy thing. It's an easy thing. Shadow work is not an easy thing. King of Higher Self spoke about it. I spoke about it. I think somebody else has spoken about it. Right. She all what I notice about Janae, she uses the buzzwords, because these are all buzzwords as well. The buzzwords. Some people are actually doing shadow work, right? She's not one of them, because I bet you money, right? If she was doing what she's supposed to be doing, half of the problems she incurs, she would not be in right now, right? All this, um, what you call it, projecting herself online. Now, when you are going through the stuff, the things that you're going through, i.e., the work, right? You are seen less online, right? Even I sometimes, though I do be around YouTube, right? Most of the time, right, I'll be doing something else. I'll be going somewhere else, you know, like sometimes, right? Sometimes the biggest thing you fear, sometimes you have to face. Sometimes that's normally how it goes, right? She hasn't faced none of that. She wants. She believes that by doing these downloads or whatever she's doing, because it seems like every once a month she turns up, or 2 weeks or whatever, she turns up and she does these downloads. Now, if you're talking to your soul, as you said, right, you're supposed to do that in private, right? In private, and all this. I mean, people already see who you are already, so it's pointless trying to repackage and put yourself out and try to make it your this and trying to make it your that, and giving people advice. You're in no place to give nobody advice. No place at all to give nobody advice. You know, um, I don't know. You're just, I don't like, words escape me. Words escape me with this woman sometimes. You know how it goes, isn't it? But I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna let it play a little more, and then I'm gonna cut it off because she repeats herself all the time, and I don't know whether everybody else have noticed this. She constantly repeats herself, saying she's doing, oh yeah, right, you have to do this and you have to do that and you have to do that. Well, do it then, right? You right, because you don't even save your lives on the IG, so you're lying. You're lying to the people. You're lying to yourself. Stop it. It's just annoying. It's just annoying. Like, you need to just stop it, right? Mommy, yes. You need to open the curtain. It's getting darker. Yeah, hold on. Let me play. Let me.
Deep into the darkest of emotions and understanding it, accepting it, and releasing it. Then you have gained emotional intelligence with yourself, so you can then attract someone who knows how to handle your emotions because you've known how to deal with your emotions, right? So I'm learning a lot about the spiritual journey, or just a lot about relationships. And relationship with oneself comes first. The relationship you are searching for is already within.
But you should have had a relationship with yourself. You should have a relationship with yourself. It takes time. Yes, it does. It takes time. It takes time. But in order for you to find that person or which you sound that you really, you can't be by yourself anyway. You can't be alone. You can't be, sometimes, right, you have to hold your power as a woman. So you have to, this spiritual journey talk is getting a bit stupid, and you should have been on it. You should have been on it from a long time ago. It's not like it doesn't take you to travel to be how many men or whatever, whatever. Fair enough, right? That's all life experience. But at the same time, right, but you as a woman will lock down yourself. You lock down yourself. You educate yourself. You have no children at the end of the day, so you have all the time in the world to do what you got to do, right? You are seeking for a man and nirvana, or I can't think of the next word for the spiritual outlet word, which she probably might use sooner or later because she's looking for this. She's looking for this, and she's just stuck on relationship. She's stuck on relationship. What about, why don't you not do relationship? Why don't you just take time out, go somewhere, like, just look at yourself. Like, look at yourself. Like, you might not like what you see, but like, you might grow. You might get that man what you want. You could have that man and that family that you want. But right about now, you are just basically, I what I see is basically you, what you are doing here. This is like one of Nature Boy's things, what he will have his people do. So Soul, I have you doing this, what they call them, downloads now. Is that what's going on? Are you doing downloads now? Because it looks like I said, like I said, you lot are still, I still think you're part of the cult. Hi Contussi. I still think you're part of the cult. However you come over, however you say, because these words you use is all buzzwords, right? Like, if you're in a proper spiritual community, shaman spaces, whatever, right, they will tell you to withdraw from sex. That's one of the things. Right, they'll tell you to withdraw from sex, right? At one point, right, you have to stop drinking. At one point, you will have to have kind of different diets and stuff like that. I don't know, right? There's only so much searching you can do, right? There's only so much searching you can do. And you're still searching, because in your eyes, you're still searching. Your eyes are empty. You should be glowing. You should be happy, whatever, with all the businesses and what you're doing relating to spirituality. You do not look happy. And once again, you need to come off of the internet, because maybe if you come off the internet, it might do you some good, because you look like one of Nature Boy's wives with this headscarf on your head, because that's how the rest of them still tie their hair. So you're still mimicking the cult. There's not other ways to say it.
Than you. The partner that you're searching for is in you. You have to tap into that partner by tapping into yourself. And it's cliche. Trust me, I know it's just plain. Everybody always say it in a spiritual community and all that stuff, but it's actually fucking facts. It's real as simple as that. It's very, very, very simple. It's knowing yourself at the end of the day, being one with self at the end of the day, because you can't expect someone to handle you the way you're supposed to be handled if you don't even know yourself what needs to be handled. That's point blank, period. So, when in my process, in my journey, I've learned that, and especially when I was just in meditation stage and in meditation mode, and this drop into my spirit, is just knowing that this perfect, grandioso thing that I was searching for a very long time, very just searching, it had to come through me, tapping into my emotions, tapping into myself. I'll tell you a story. I was in um, I was in Thailand, right? I went to Thailand and it was a wonderful time. But before I got to Thailand, into my own self, my own soul, I was able to feel the connection I had with another person on a whole other side of the world at this time, a whole other side of the world. But I knew that she lived in here because I was able to connect to me first, connecting to me first, if that makes sense. So I way back then, have a level of discernment. I was able to really channel me. And I was able to connect to beautiful.
I hope that how the stream didn't drop out. Um, this I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just waiting for the trial to see where this ends, because speaking about the spiritual, saying you're part of the spiritual community and doing the work, the proper work, the proper work. Now, in others, I see it more. Yes, maybe though their doctrine is a bit, but you are not doing the work. I don't know where you get off, where you think that you can school people. You're not schooling us or nothing. You're not even using your own words to describe certain stuff. Now, when I talk about Ifa, I talk about my experience with it. I talk about my experience with Reiki. I talk about my experience with certain groups. You always talk about other people, and it's like, you know, it's all well and good. You're reading off the fifth of what's the agreements, whatever, right? Now, King Aladdin, I can say when I look at his IG, right, he's consistently doing the work, consistently. Not only does he talk it, he walk it, and I'm using it as an example because he is part of the spiritual community. Now, he doesn't come on here and says, "Oh yeah, being part of the spiritual community, I'm doing this and this and this and this and this." He just does it. He doesn't ask of people anything. He just does his work and he gets on with it. And by him doing what he's doing, he inspires other people. You're not inspiring nobody. No woman is inspired by you, because we all know what you've been up to. It's all well and good you're playing new age music in the background. That's just like props and looks and wherever else. Is very quite tiring to see you all the time, basically, right? Because like you come on once a month and you spout the same thing every single time, once a month, or how much months in a month, how much times in a month you come up and you spout. Well, I like, it's pretty obvious you are on a money grab anyway. So I mean, what's the point I mean, just go work on yourself, innit? Just go work on yourself. You might not like who you see. You might not like who you are at the end of it, because I'm sure deep down you have a lot of demons going on inside of you. Now, Onyx Rising talks about you being guilty, feeling guilt, or whatever reason you're feeling the guilt, and it's showing all over your face. I know people will get taken in by pretty faces, but if you really look at the face properly, you will see that her face is not as pretty as it looks. You know, people get taken in by aesthetics. It's not about the aesthetics. It's what comes out of the mouth at the end of the day. And she still is not seeing the deer and the tail lights, as they say. She ain't seeing it, and I don't think she'll ever see it. I mean, I've only listened to, I don't even know how much of this video. 9 minutes in. She hasn't said anything profound. She hasn't said anything like that wows me. That says, "Oh my gosh, this girl is really on it. She's on it." She's not on it. She's not on it. And I also think that how her supporters need to actually tell her the truth about herself, because they can see what's going on. Because you meditate once or whatever time. Now, meditation, people do meditation consistently. That's why they get IE downloads, or downloads come in dreams, or downloads come in all sorts of different ways. You just like using the words. You just like using the words. The words work, you use them. Buzzwords. That's all that is. Buzzwords, more buzzwords, more buzzwords. You are not doing the work. And hopefully, if Sun God is really awake, I hope he sees through you, because he seems very much switched on certain stuff. He's very switched on some stuff, I would say. He's not switched on everything, but he's switched on some stuff. I hope that he sees through you and Solar's clout, because you know, this whatever image you're trying to put on now, I mean, the mask always flips anyway. If you are truly who you are, people see you for truly who you are. You ain't got nothing to prove to the world. The world either love you or hate you, whatever. It happens to me as well. The world either loves you or hates you. You're like Marmite. I know people like you too much sometimes, right? Or agrees with you too much. You have to think to yourself, are they really the people for me? So your mother who's Jamaican needs to talk to your ass. It doesn't matter how far distance, how far you are, whether it be Mexico, America, or whatever. I just thought I'd show this and react over this. I'm like Stinson. So I think me and Stinson can agree. This girl doesn't do no work. She just comes on here, spouts a couple beautiful words, and then disappears or whatever. I mean, she's the beard for Solar anyway, so we all know that. You can go over to Cola James and see the rest of the video. She obviously ain't talking much, really. She doesn't really say a lot. It's just this ongoing rhetoric, complete rhetoric, and it's tiring. And I don't know what's with black people and new age stuff sometimes. I don't know what's going on. It's like, it's either we get it wrong, or I don't know. Or we look for the wrong teachers. The type of teacher she needs in her life is Fundi Fee. Because I'm sure Fundi Fee will tell her about herself. She doesn't look like she plays. She needs one of those teachers that don't play. Not the ones who like going to males can be good, but if sex comes into play, you ain't gonna learn your your comment, your comic lesson. You're not learning your lesson. You're going to carry on repeating and repeating and repeating and repeating and repeating. You'll never reach to that highest state. You'll be 30 and you'll look back and you'll just think, what the hell did I do? You'll see yourself online talking the most stuff and not empowering nobody. You're not empowering anybody. You're not empowering nobody. I'm gonna go see with Solar. It's been online as well, but I don't know. Anyway, there's nothing more to be said on on this lady, really. So I'm gonna come off. Okay. So thank you, Contessi, for passing through. I hope that how the stream wasn't too interrupted because you know the Wi-Fi really plays about here now. And with that said, please comment underneath this video. I'm gonna put Cola James's channel underneath, and you can go look at this video because the more I listen to it, the more I just think you just get off of the Wi-Fi, get off of the computer, get off of the phone, get off of the device. I mean, just do it. Like, you don't need to come on here and spout a whole heap of shit. Just go off, do the work. You're a single woman. You haven't got children. You know, if you had children, it'd be a whole different ball game. But you ain't got children. You can literally find yourself a proper guru if you're looking for a real guru, recommended guru, and go and learn something. I know you don't like to be told nothing because you're one of them. You don't like to be told nothing. You're very hard-headed and it's very annoying to watch. But I'm going to come off, okay? So with that said, I will see everybody later. Take care.